I made these beautiful coasters for my friend who loves to entertain. Her favorite color is pink and she loves bling. So I made these coasters for her as a gift. I'm going to show you how easy and simple it is to make these rhinestone coasters. All that's coming up next on Crafting with Nyler. To get started with our coasters, I think they turned out rather cute. We're going to use the turquoise rhinestone. I'm using some self-adhesive corkboard. I'm using some foam pieces like the foamy sheets. And for finishing touches, I'm using a velvet, it's a adhesive velvet piece that will go underneath here. So now for starters, the coaster measures 4 by 3.5. My squares are 4 by 4s. I made this simple template that gives me the spacing I need. This template measures about 3.5 inches. Like I said, this measures 4 inches. And it measures 4 inches across. So I took my little template, and what I did is I measured the little openings inside my template are about 1/2 inch, and each of the spaces are 1/2 inch. So you got 1/2, 1/2, 1/2, 1/2, 1/2, 1/2, 1/2. So you got 1, 2, 3.5 inches. That's why it's 3.5 inches one way versus 4. And you cut the extra 1/2 inch off. So then I ended up leaving 1/2 inch on the side of each side, and then I just cut out the opening. That's how I made the little pattern. You can make the pattern as wide or as big as you like or as small as you like, but this one works for me. 4.5 inches across, 3.5 inches down, 1/2 inch spaces in all of these little segments. So now I'm going to lay this down onto my foamy or my foam sheets, and I'm going to trace with my chalk pen and I'm tracing out all of the inside spaces as well. So as you can see, there's my pattern. So you'll do this for however many coasters you're going to make. In this batch, I'm only going to make 6, so I'm going to do this 6 times. Now to make this faster, you guys know I love to do things the fast way. So I'm going to lay my ruler, my clear ruler, on top of my pattern, and I'm going to measure out the 4 inches. And I'm going to take my utility cutter and I'm going to cut 4 inches. So I'm going to do that twice. Now you have a leftover piece to do something else with. And we know this one is measuring 3.5 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and cut my 3.5 inch piece. I have all 6 of my pieces cut. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one as a pattern to go by. And you see I've already traced this out. So I'm going to cut outside the line because the chalk went on the inside. So I'm just eyeing this, nothing special. And I'm just cutting out the insert. And you see this little piece pops out. So this is what you want to do for each of these. You want them all to end up with that little cutout inside. So I have all my cutouts done. So now our cutouts are ready to be put on the corkboard strips. We're going to take our corkboard strips and we're going to peel off the backing. And we're going to carefully lay these, line them up. And it can be a little challenging. You can turn it over this way and line them up this way. But you want them on top, just like that. So you want to go ahead and put all of these on top, on the back side of all of your foamies. Okay, so I have them all done. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut off this excess. You're just going to run the cutting blade right beside it, and that sticky part comes off. So now that those are all done, now mind you, this part is sticky, so we're going to worry about that later. But for right now, you're going to flip them all over. And you want them all facing in the same direction. And now we're going to add our velvet on the back side. Now mind you, the velvet paper also is a sticky back. So I'm going to peel it back. I'm going to use all of this. I'm going to go ahead and take all of it off. And it looks like I need another sheet of the velvet. Okay, now that you got all these pressed down, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to come with your utility knife, cut off the excess, and toss it. So now you have that backing on the back. So I have all of them done. So now we're ready to start applying our rhinestones. Now, mind you, even though this is sticky, we're going to be putting 2 rows of rhinestones in between. So I'm going to go ahead and cut 2 rows. Now, I know that this is sticky, and you can put those in there and let them stick down like that. But I found that they come up too easy. So I'm going to glue them down. So we're going to go ahead and cut all the strips that we need for all of our coasters, and then we're going to hot glue them down. So I'm going to need 18 of these little strips. So here are all our 18 pieces. So we're going to take our glue gun, and we're just going to run a little bead of glue inside there. And we're just going to lay them down. And worry about cutting them later. Just get them laid in there. Okay, so all of the rhinestones have been added to the little sections. So now I'm going to go in and clip out the rhinestone don't want. So I've got them all cut. As you can see, I had all these little pieces left over. You can save those little pieces if you wanted to. You could take these little pieces. You could decorate the corners by putting them on the corners like so. You could do that if you wanted to. But I'm not. I'm going to use those for other projects. So these are done. So now I'm going to clean up the edges. I'm going to take my scissors and just slightly cut off any excess edges that are sticking out, because now we want to add rhinestone to the edges. So inspecting all the edges, making sure they're all flush and they all look pretty good. So now we're going to start with our single rhinestone. So I'm going to go ahead and cut a row of single rhinestones. Okay, so I have a few strips already cut. So for starters, we're going to bring our glue gun. And what I like to do is I like to start not on the edge, but a little bit before the edge and go behind the edge. And I put glue on that one little section. So you'll put I like to lay it down first and then go back and lay it on top. So you're going to go ahead and put this all the way around the entire section. of your coaster. Don't worry about any excess glue because all of that's going to end up being clear. And I kind of like to go around a corner. It makes it easier trying to put the glue in the next one down, because you got, so you want to kind of just lightly touch it so you don't burn yourself. And we'll just keep on adding glue. And you do this for all of them till you get back around to the beginning. And I'm going to go ahead and cut this one right here, because that's about where I'm going to finish, and just put a little bit of glue. And on this one I'm going to put it close to the end, if I can get the glue off my fingers, and then I'm going to work it back in like that. And then just kind of shift it. Don't worry about the glue drying, because you can pick off all those white parts left later, because you're going to clean all that up. Alright, so there's our first one that's done. It's got the rhinestones all around it. So now we're going to repeat the same thing for all of them. So I hope this tip has been helpful on how to make foam rhinestone coasters. I hope you try it. Happy crafting!